5 or 6 years ago, I was teaching a reading class and we were going over readings for a big standardized reading test coming up. It was a rainy Monday morning and the students just seemed completely disinterested, looking out the window, some of them playing with their cell phones. And I just kept going, you know, and we did a reading about, I think the reading was about marsupials in Australia, and then the next one was about the increase in the price of wood worldwide. One of my students, I'll never forget it, she raised her hand hesitantly and she said, Professor Rothman, you know, with respect, I want to know, what's the connection between any of these readings? And why should I care? And there was this silence in the room, and then I saw the other students, they started nodding, and I realized, I can't do this. I can't do this skills-focused, just reading for the purpose of just practicing reading comprehension. And that was a key moment for me, because I realized you've got to go toward content-based learning, toward a more thematic approach. And within one semester, you know, we were doing units on psychology. We were reading about why do people lie? Why and how does people lie? What happens to identical twins when they're separated at birth and then they re-meet when they're 27? How similar are they? And then we were looking at vocabulary of psychology, and then we were looking at other disciplines. We were reading across the disciplines, and we were doing expansion activities for each of those disciplines. So we had students doing surveys in the psychological realm. We had students online doing expansion activities, biographies about famous nurses when we did the nursing unit. And the level of interest just peaked. And everyone understood why we were doing reading X, and then that connected to reading Y. And that was a key moment for me. I realized, you know, disconnected reading is not only boring, but here you have a vulnerable set of readers, or I could say non-readers. So they're already not sold on the idea of reading. And the last thing you want to do is hit them with readings that have no real meaningful connection at all. Instead of doing a unit on the main idea or supporting details, these skills can be naturally integrated into the discipline-specific units. So when they're engaged in a reading, for example, a reading about why and how do people lie, it's much easier to then focus on what's really the main idea of this reading. What's really going on? Because they care. They're engaged. They want to know. And you can talk about supporting details because they're able to look at the reading twice. They're able to zero in on the main idea and then bring down the major details and the minor details. But it happens so much more organically when the students are engaged in real content and they care about the content. And not only that, let me just add that they care for another reason as well. Another reason is that they know they're going to be taking their 100-level gateway courses in psychology and nursing and sociology. And they want to do well in these courses. So they pay attention because they know that these are areas they need to, you know, reinforce skills and learn about the discipline-specific vocabulary. So there you have another motivator. But again, I'll never forget that moment. That student really helped me by raising her hand and asking me that key question, how does this all connect? Because the answer really was, didn't connect. Technology serves as a wonderful springboard for content-based learning. And let me explain why. Because of expansion activities. There's so much you can do. If you have a unit on criminal justice, you can have students watch a short video clip in class. You can ask them at home to go on YouTube or another site and find another relevant video clip that connects to the reading. You can have them read a biography of a famous person in criminal justice and then ask them for homework to go online and find another interesting biography. You can have students blog with each other about the topics in criminal justice. You have great opportunities for expansion activities with the technology we have today. And you know, if you're focusing only on skills and not on content, where are you going to go with technology? If the chapter is called Main Idea, what kind of exciting expansion activities are you going to do with main idea? So, you know, again, content-based learning and technology, great marriage.